How's it swimming, guys? Warm?
Are we on candid camera?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're actually filming a documentary.
And Dave is a ventriloquist. You watch.
This is exactly what I'm trying to say. The kind of dead hand, you know, kind of expression on your head. And what he's trying to do, the expression in his voice. See what I'm saying? Do you see any kind of expression in the eyes?
It's so funny that I saw your car here because I just was coming out. Somebody had said that you were, but I saw you last week when I was home.
So you saw the van.
I just came back from Halifax. I just went to buy that window. I had that window made up for my house.
Hey, great.
And so I just went. I was hot as hell coming from the city, so I took a bath up there. There's a real nice little bathing hole right up here on the left.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, like a pool.
I was going to go over there and talk to those kids.
Yeah, well, right in front of there too. But if you just go up a little ways, there's a place you just pull over.
Where do you live?
I live in Nantucket in Burnt Swamp. I have a house in Burnt Swamp Lane, but I rent it for the summer, so I.
Oh, well, that's why you live on Nantucket.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so
but I
wild,
live down the road here. I have a house.
You do? You live down the road here too?
So I've had a place here for years, but I have a log cabin, but I'm building a house down on the shore and stuff like that. So yeah,
What do you do for a living?
I fish in the winter for scallops and cut hedges in the spring before I leave, and in the fall, and I write and do a bunch of things.
Oh, good for. Are you got kids and a family and stuff?
No, I'm just staying down here with myself. You know, I've had my old girlfriend and I. We used to have the cabin in the woods.
Okay.
Yeah, she and I broke up, and I got my house. So now
You're
it kind
solo.
of pays.
Yeah.
Come up here and just get rid of Nantucket for a while.
Absolutely. We were just talking about that today.
Dave, look at this place.
He has his own little island.
He wasn't kidding.
Ken.
You know, if you want to turn around, you can go up there and turn around, or you can come over the bridge.
I can come over. I can back up.
Okay, yeah, or I can back up and there's a
Not a
place to turn
problem.
around.
This is amazing, Ken.
Yeah, no, it's kind of out. The road coming down.
You really do have your own island.
Yeah, when the tide's high. I mean, last week when I was here, it come up. So this was only up to here. Was there was a big storm, and after the storm, the tide. It was.
You must worry about that.
Well, I don't really.
No?
It's kind of high. You'll see, I'm up
Okay.
high enough that it's.
Oh wow, this is beautiful.
Sort of.
Is this a freshwater?
That's the spring, yeah. No, I had an old timer douse the well.
How do you do this?
Build this?
How did you get this? How did you
Oh,
make
I was up
this
here
happen?
years ago hitchhiking in the 70s, and some old hippie picked me up and he said, "Oh, I know a fisherman that's got some land." So.
Was it cheap at that time, or
Oh
is it still
yeah,
cheap
no.
to buy land
well,
up
it's
here?
relatively cheap, but I ended up paying $2,100 for 70 acres.
You work on Nantucket. You
Yeah.
work there as a marine.
I used to be the marine biologist for
Biologist.
the town, and
Yeah.
now I've go fishing for scallops, and I do landscape and.
And you
cut
also have a
hedges
house on
Nantucket, so I rent that for.
You bought that in the 70s.
Yeah,
So you
or in
got
the
in-
80s, in the mid 80s, yeah, we bought it.
Oh, in the mid 80s.
Yeah, about
When you were
80
married?
Yeah, or when I was with a friend of mine, she and I bought it in
Oh,
'83
okay.
then.
Cool.
So it was cheap back then too, but now, I just rent it for 3 months and come try to finish this place.
And it makes all the difference in the world renting it, I bet. on
Well, it
Nantucket.
gives me a little head start to get ahead of the thing, but it's kind of up here things go a lot slower than trying to get things done.
This is your dream house, basically, that you're working on?
It was my plan, and then I gave it to architect Ray Pohl on Nantucket.
Oh, I know,
And
Ray.
he kind of made it a little bit bigger, and there's the opening to the ocean. It's about a mile down there. If you can. Walk
Is there
up
straight out?
Yeah, sonnet tubes too. So if it did wash under, I'm going to keep all the electricity. It's right under here, so it shouldn't. If it were to flood, it's not going to flood the basement because there is no basement. Yeah, I haven't plugged in the toilet or anything like that. So that's.
God, this is great.
The downstairs. This is upstairs is these Scottish dormers that didn't quite work out right. So I don't know whether you want to take a picture of these. These were I wanted them smaller, and the pitch of the roof is actually supposed to be down here more, but that's what you get when you hire a fish.
I like it that size though.
Yeah, well, okay, when I lower it, I gotta lower this, put a header down lower and then put,
Right.
so there'll be a chimney coming up here. I'm gonna build a stone.
Boy, Dave, this is a place for you, buddy. What about a house like this for you?
Maybe you like the log
No?
cabin more.
I like the log
I
cabin
mean,
more.
this one is,
You like the log
taking
like the
forever
log
to
cabin.
finish.
Yeah, this is a little too spiffy for me.
You fly to Halifax to Boston.
Oh, all right.
An hour. That's what I did the other day. It's about $250 US. It was less
Round trip.
last year. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay, that's
I mean, it's less than flying to Nantucket to Boston.
on a wide angle, but. Are you gonna have a boat out here?
I used to have a little canoe. I'd like to have a boat, a little motorboat, just so I can get out to or a little sailboat actually to get out. Friends of mine that live down the coast, I travel out there.
So we're gonna go over to the cabin?
Yeah, I'll check.
Let's go over there, yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then you can scout it out to see.
Bring a blanket just in case I want to stay.
So what do you got there, Dave?
Hey?
What are you carrying?
Bedroll. How much land do you have?
Almost 65 acres up here, and then 10 acres. It's more or less, you know. It's 65 and 10.
And you bought this?
Yeah, this place I've got kind of. It used to be all cleared out. I used to have a garden in there and stuff.
Now you got your dream house down there on the
I
water.
have electricity down there, so I can use my computer and stuff. And I kind of.
This was just your settlement house.
This is when I was going to school. This is what I built in the summertime. But then I actually lived here sometimes. One year till November, actually. See, the problem is that carpenter ants got into it a couple years ago. Somebody was living for the winter here, and I had some tansy plants, and they all died from the guy insulating it. A tree fell down, and the carpenter ants moved in. It's still, it's held up. You know, this tree, this cabin's like 30 years old. It's kind of hot in here too. I should cleared out all these trees there, looking down on the shore. You know, so you could see the. You know, the shore, and that's where I cut most of these logs off of. It never gets too hot here. I mean, I definitely need
How
some
many
light.
mosquitoes get in?
Well, you leave that door open, you're gonna be.
Plus, all the oak and some of it got taken out over the winter by the squirrels and stuff, but it's pretty
Much.
Yeah, but so the the wood fire's there.
Fire, water, air. This is where the wee people live. This is the wee people. They wear berets too.
So, I'll show
You drink the water?
Oh, yeah, that's what fine. It's got that tannic acid in it, but it's just a matter of.
These are the wee people.
And there's a towel here. I got other towels too up in the cabin.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of soap in here still, but
I got.
yeah, and just if you would, use it, then you just take a shower here on these rocks.
So the water runs off this way, so you won't get soap in this.
Yeah,
It
so
goes that way.
just take your water from there and dump it.
The spring goes this way.
Yeah, so you have water and stuff. Yeah,
Try a taste, Dave.
yeah, it's good.
Ah, brown water.
These colors should maybe a little bit.
Is it all right?
It's
Does it taste good?
Yeah.
It's getting warmer.
Hey, what kind of animals you got living around here?
Bears.
There are bears.
Cat's missing actually, but the bear. One time there was a bear coming out of the cabin when we came back.
You're kidding.
But there were bears early in the spring all over it. Up the road by that gas station, it went into the woods and tore a door off a lady's refrigerator. Bear one time, this friend of mine, she was walking in here and the bear was eating jelly out of a jelly jar that I'd been away for a couple of weeks and walked in and the bear came running out. Like it was a huge bear too, and we went back down the hill and put the trash out back with the jelly jar, and the bear came back and dragged it back into the woods. But that was early in the year. There was a lot of bears around. They don't seem to be.
Can you use this?
Yeah, I mean that's not really good for cooking.
Oh no, I'm just saying
For heat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you don't really
it's not
need
going to be cold tonight. Cold tonight.
No, it won't be.
All right, buddy. And
You all
if you don't
set?
find me, I'll be here just fasting and praying.
Yeah, just if you want.
No bears coming.
So Gino, we'll take off tomorrow. When do you think you'll come and get me?
First thing in the morning. I'll beep.